We've just run into Ben from Moore Performance Automotive at Sandown, mate.
Yeah.
You've had an interesting day with this Pulsar.
Yeah, so we went out for session 1, new front pads. It's N14 calipers, they're very small. It has a U13 Bluebird turbo engine and driveline in it. So it's severely under-braked, but we didn't think it'd be this bad.
Yeah.
We went through one full set of pads in one session, re-padded it, and then went through the next full set in the next session so badly.
That is doing 2 drivers though, yeah?
2 drivers, so A, one of my workers in category A, and then me straight into B. So there's no cool down in between, so it's, I don't know, 15 laps and then 15 laps or something. It's way too much for the brakes, but it got so bad the second time that the front driver's calipers actually completely failed and the piston's fallen out. So Nick's actually on his way to try and track down some sort of caliper to try and get a couple more sessions out of it. If we can't, at least it'll
at least get you back home.
At least it'll get us back to the shop. So
you only just recently got this, didn't you? You bought it as is, pretty much.
Yeah, completely as is. The only thing we've done is put some injectors in it and convert it to ethanol, just for safety. We didn't really want any more power out of it. It was fast enough as is, but we just put the boost on around 10 or 12 PSI on the dyno. We turned it down for session 1. It was on 7 PSI in the mid-range, 5 PSI up top. We've turned it back up for 10 in the next session and put the semis on it instead of the sort of wet RO003s.
These ran a T28 style turbo, didn't they?
T25.
Oh, T25.
So it's pretty much an S13 SR20 det.
Yep.
It just is obviously...
So this is a factory turbo engine?
Factory turbo engine.
Yep.
So factory U13 or U12, I can't exactly recall. I didn't do any of the work. We literally just picked it up, we converted it to ethanol, changed the engine oil, and that's about it.
You got a very good deal, you were telling me off camera, yeah?
Yeah, I saw it on Marketplace and it was up for $4.5 grand.
Yeah.
And it was in Bairnsdale, so I'm assuming that just no one wanted to go and pick it up. So we drove out there 3 hours. I sighted the car, I handed the money over, and I drove it 3 hours back just on trade plate. Put it on the hoist on Thursday, checked it all over. Everything sort of looked good underneath. Ran it up on the dyno, made 160 front wheel kilowatt on E85, and it's here today.
Pretty light car. Does this have a computer in it, or?
Yes, it does. It had a U13 Bluebird computer in it when I got it, but I've put a S13 SR20 DE, so Matt from Niztune supplied that.
Nice.
And
at the end of the day, though, $4,500 doesn't go too far in 2022, does it?
It doesn't. So that's why I was so sort of shocked when I saw it for that price. I quickly jumped on it. The guy had quite a lot of messages.
So it came with the seat, the cage?
Came with the seat, cage, wheel, all that sort of stuff. The guys put a lot of effort into it. You know, you can see it's got the aluminium door cards and stuff. Like, yeah, the guys put a lot of thought into it, a lot of care. As I said to you before, I think it may have been set up for hill climb because, I mean, there's no way that you would ever be able to do this on those brakes.
Very popular, these in the Pulsar race series, isn't it?
Yeah. So the APRA guys use these with non-turbo setup. They run really good times. I've got 2 friends who run in the APRA categories. They have great success.
So what brakes are they running? Do you know?
N15 SSS. So they run WinMax W3 pads, I think, and the N15 SSS brakes, which, funnily enough, I have an N15 at home, SSS, with the brakes that I need, but yeah, I didn't think that I would need them and bolt them onto this car. Lesson learnt. I think it may actually need something maybe a little bit bigger than that. I've read that there's a bit of a go-to brake upgrade with Maxima components and stuff, so we might go down that route, but for the time being, we'll...
coilover in it, yeah.
Yellow speed. So I wish I knew more history about the car, but I don't think it was logbooked or anything. I don't know. There's no history on it.
Still, I think first time out, you guys have done really well. You've been lapping pretty consistent low 130s, which is pretty good around Sandown.
Yeah, so Nick ran a 131, and then the last session he came in, I jumped in and he got out and said, yeah, good luck, the brakes are stuffed.
Hey, hey, in your favour, you've been getting the scraps all day. You've been second.
I'm second driver every
Second
time,
driver.
so yeah, it's been interesting. Jump in the car and let's just give the pedal 2 pumps and we'll give it a shot.
Do you have any other plans for this? You're gonna
sort out the brakes and just reliability stuff. I'll probably revisit the catch can setup. The turbo's a little bit smoky on the dyno on D-cell. It was a little bit smoky, so I'm thinking like a 2867 or a 2860.
Yeah.
Probably just whack like a Pulsar turbo or something. Something cheap. The whole point is budget. It's just meant to be a bit of fun. Obviously, I was going to build the N15, and I still will. I'll put a 6-point in that and do the APRA category. But this is just going to be, sprints and just for fun, because that's the main thing. It's just for fun.
What do you guys work on? A lot of Japanese stuff down at...
Mainly Japanese stuff. Sylvia Skyline. We've done a couple of these as well, like turbo conversions, like DE plus T conversions. Okay. Do a lot of stage years as well, C34s.
Good luck for the rest of the day, Ben. I hope the guys get you back on track.
Yeah, we'll whack whatever calipers we find at the wreckers on and just see if we can get another session out of it. If we can't, it is what it is. We had fun. Yeah. That's the main thing,
Awesome. What is that top you're wearing? Is that your own car? You've put your own car on a t-shirt. Yeah. I am guilty of having my own car on a t-shirt. As you can see here, this is my GSR / I'll just call it an Evo. Full boost, we love the 90s. You know which one has sold the best? A Pulsar GTIR, and probably because you don't see GTIRs on tops too often. Mazda FD-RX-7 and a Toyota MR2 SW20 model. They are the current 4 I've done, and now we need to do more though. Actually, let us know what type of car you'd like on a top like that.